quiet. To my right, weighing in at 265 pounds. From Honolulu, Hawaii, he is Jeff Cobb!
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you are deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or by the looks of it, my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And if you marks are keeping score, last night I beat the crap out of your very own Rocky Romero. And tonight, I get to go one-on-one with Jeff Cobb. They're right behind you, Jeff. That's great. Got a lot of chance there. Let's talk shop here, okay? What's interesting about you, Jeff, is you moved from Hawaii, a land of dumb, poor oafs, to California, a land of dumb, poor oafs. And I'm sure, guys, the mic's in my hand. I know it's real confusing. I know. Now, I'm sure you people think I should be afraid because he's an Olympian.
You should be!
Newsflash, this isn't amateur wrestling. This is professional wrestling.
His son is gonna fuck you
In the
up!
world of professional wrestling, I am undefeated here at Bar Wrestling. And to top that off, Jeff, I hate to bring this up, but it looks like you packed on a little bit of weight.
What the fuck? It's all muscle, baby! It's all muscle!
And we're not talking about good weight. I'm better than you, Jeff, and you know it.
Oh no, it's gonna get started fast. And a huge suplex from Jeff Cobb.
We heard MJF run his mouth last night, but I don't think Jeff Cobb's the guy he wants to run his mouth on. He's finding out the hard way. The Hawaiian Hammer.
Jeff Cobb drops clothesline after clothesline in the corner. And now a sick and vicious chop.
Like a tidal wave.
Over and over again. And there was a lot of jawing from MJF before this match.
He's gonna open up his chest like a volcano.
And he's probably wondering who's better than who right now.
Well, Jeff Cobb had the gall to steal MJF's Burberry scarf.
That's wild. I lost my Louis Vuitton wallet yesterday on the airplane. You just reminded me.
I don't blame Jeff. It is a little chilly in here.
It's freezing in here.
Nothing I want more than a scarf.
If you can't sense the sarcasm from my partner, Loud and Noxious, it's literally 118 degrees in this building as we sit here.
And the action just makes it hotter.
Knox in trouble there, but able to get out. And
what
MJF
a shot
uses
by
the distraction.
What a shot by MJF.
MJF
just took Jeff Cobb's jaw off there.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And we saw this yesterday. We saw him isolate one of the appendages of Rocky Romero and attack it viciously. And he begins with the left arm now of Jeff Cobb.
This is more of what we saw last night here. He's going to stick with what works. He is undefeated in bar wrestling. He's 1-0. Yes. He knows where the hard cam is.
Well, people know that this guy is a bona fide star already. He's absolutely taken the independent scene by storm. career is on fire is MJF's. And he's going up against an Olympian in Jeff Cobb, who I've literally seen deadlift 2 men at one time.
Doesn't matter. Maxwell Jacob Friedman feels he is a better man. He feels by birthright, he is a superior man.
Shut your mouth, Tommy!
I almost want to coin him Maxwell Jacob Friedman the first, because there is one and only MJF. And right now, controlling that left shoulder of Cobb, who's fighting back with those.
Cobb trying to make himself a freed man.
Sure is, as he fights back with those right hands, and MJF able to stop the momentum there for a moment.
That's not where you want to be. That smart move by MJF, getting out of that power slam position, and he's working like a vet tonight.
And I think what we saw there was the damage that MJF has already accumulated to the shoulder. Lateral press, no legs hooked, only a 1 count. And that shoulder's in a ton of pain. You're not going to be able to pin a man with a hurt shoulder like that. You're going to have to break him down a little more. But you could already see the offense suffering from Jeff Cobb because of that hurt, lame shoulder.
You might not like his style and you might not like his tactics, but MJF is effective in that ring.
MJF now trying to control the big man. That's a tough task.
Back to that left arm.
And a little Ric Flair. Maybe he does a Jeff Jarrett with the hands.
I don't think MJF's seen anything like this bar wrestling crowd. It's not like where he's from.
Beautiful arm breaker there by MJF.
He doesn't drink at very many American Legion halls. He only drinks in places that have a red velvet curtain.
I tried to get a word with him earlier, and I asked him, anything you want me to talk about on commentary? And he literally said, "I'm just better than you, bro." And he walked away. Shoot.
I'd have slapped him in the mouth.
Walked away. I couldn't reach.
I would have slapped him right in the mouth.
Couldn't reach. MJF goes for a kick but misses. He's in huge trouble here, as we've seen Jeff Cobb squat the man, drop the man.
There is no substitute for power and brute strength. You can't teach that.
Jeff Cobb, even with an injured left shoulder, is able to lift MJF and drop him right on the back of his neck.
He's just got that island strength.
MJF has barely moved.
He's got to be born with it.
These bar wrestling fans have seen a lot of Jeff Cobb over the last year and a half. They've grown to like him a lot. He's a very infectious attitude. He's a very likable individual. Goes for that clothesline and executes it perfectly.
Right, but he's all business in that ring.
That's exactly right. You can see him favoring that left arm, Loud, and he's not moving it very much. Chop, lateral press with beautiful moonsault.
No, but he's getting the better. Almost getting the better of MJF with one arm.
MJF just trying to roll away from Jeff Cobb.
Almost had him there. He's still got that right arm, and that's the arm that does the damage. If he nails this clothesline.
Misses though. And that momentum seemed to shake the shoulder again of Cobb, who's using it to brace. And MJF double stomps it. And you can see the pain in the face of Jeff Cobb as MJF now working on that submission. Will Cobb tap out?
It's like a cross arm bar submission.
We saw a couple submissions yesterday in downtown LA. Will we see one here tonight? Jeff Cobb reaching for the rope, but with no eyes on it. He has no idea how close he is and able to get there.
We know how much MJF dislikes clotheslines. As he just absolutely forebode Rocky Romero from clotheslining him last night, but that didn't work out for him.
Sure didn't. MJF is not endearing himself to these fans in Los Angeles, more specifically Baldwin Park, California.
Jeff Cobb being cheered on by everyone, not the least of which is his son.
Of course, his beautiful, handsome son in the front row.
Shut up, you fat mark!
You can see Cobb now goozling MJF as he stands next to his son.
No, but back to that left arm.
Oh my God, and right in front of Jeff Cobb's head goes spiked into the mat. Rick knocks down for the count, and only 2.
And I thought that was it. He just seesawed him over that, springboarding him on that rope into a pile driver. I can't really say I've seen that maneuver done exactly like that.
And there is that Fujiwara, that omoplata, that figure 4 armbar that he has. And look at Jeff Cobb power the man up and just drop him right on his back, but got a thumb to the eye during the process.
It was quick about it. I don't think Rick Knox saw it.
Yeah, it was very sneaky. And beautiful! Tour of the Islands, could that do it? And no!
Jeff Cobb reversed directions into the suplex, but still unable to put MJF away.
I may be mistaken on the Tour of the Islands, but that was a similar maneuver where he uses the man's weight, torques backwards from where you think he's going.
You gotta think, with only one arm, it was probably much harder to pull off that maneuver, at least the way he wants to.
Cobb removes the singlet.
He's favoring that left arm. That left shoulder looks real hurt.
Barely able to lift MJF with that left shoulder that Loud and Noxious is talking about. And right into Rick Knox.
And the
as
shoulder.
the legendary referee falls right down on his back.
Shoulder colliding right into Rick Knox's head.
That was a huge collision in the middle of the ring. And Knox didn't see it coming. Knox might be out.
You mentioned what a nice guy Jeff is. I mean, he's concerned about the official here. He wants to make sure he's okay. That was an accident. He would never hurt an official.
It was an accident, but what we saw from Cobb.
Jeff Cobb wouldn't hurt anybody but his opponent.
And now MJF sneaking up behind Cobb, and Cobb wisely turns around. I think it was the warning of the crowd that got his attention.
Well, just shows how...
He's not giving him to Eddie, is he?
The lack of confidence.
He's not. And Knox unable to register the Eddie. As that tactic that Guerrero made famous didn't work out. Knox just fell right back down.
Rick Knox is still out.
Oh, shit.
MJF goes downstairs. He fouls Jeff Cobb with a low blow.
Roll up. Knocks in for the count. And Cobb continues to fight.
A very, very dazed Rick Knox made a very slow count there, with Jeff Cobb able to kick out. Rick Knox is groggy, and that was a slow count, I gotta say.
How hard of a year has Rick Knox had? First he breaks his collarbone, and now here in the third quarter of 2018 gets knocked right in his head. Is he bleeding? He is bleeding.
He's hemorrhaging from the forehead.
Knox is literally bleeding from the forehead as we turn our attention back to MJF, and oh my God. And look at Tour of the Islands from Jeff Cobb.
Nailed it that time. He got him. He got him.
Fantastic match. Jeff Cobb comes out with the win.
There's some concern now with Rick Knox. Injured in the line of duty.
And we're about to go to intermission, but Knox is bleeding from the forehead. We got to get him some medical attention. I don't think it's too deep or too serious, but it just shows you the force that Jeff Cobb ran into him with. Jeez. They're trying to push this guy into retirement or what? Leave Knox alone. Shit. What a match.